Breaking the wall of access to fresh food. Claudia Siesquén Deza, Falling Walls Lab, Peru.
Who one of you would eat this food? Please raise your hands. That's what I thought. None of you. But we're so used to consuming fresh food that we take it for granted. But for 50% of the families in my country, Peru, this is a reality, a privilege that they cannot afford. 1 out of 2 families in Peru don't have a fridge, either because they can't afford to buy one or because they don't have electricity at home. So the lack of a conservation system exposed them to fresh food inequalities and food insecurity problems. So the families who go through this usually look for solutions, right? But they do not work. The families usually go every day to the markets and buy food every day, but the food still gets rotten easily, and they lose the money, time, and effort invested into buying them. Also, the families usually eat high-carb foods such as noodles, rice, and potatoes, because they do not have a place to refrigerate vegetables and fruits. So they have an unbalanced diet that affects their quality of life. So we wonder, how can we break down the walls of fresh food inequality access in Peru? For us, the answer is Puki, a simple technology that transforms lives. Our purpose is to disseminate an alternative way of extending the life of fruits and vegetables. We do it through a simple refrigerator that is low-tech and low-cost and is sustainable because it doesn't use electricity to work. Puki is composed by 2 clay containers and a fabric lid. And it uses very simple materials to work, sun and water. It also uses a very simple technology called evaporative cooling, where the evaporation of the water is used to cool down an environment. So how does Puki really work? We take the big clay container, we put sun inside, then we take the small clay container, we put it inside the big one, we pour water into the sun, and then we wait for the water to evaporate. When this happens, the containers cool down, and also everything they have inside, in this case, the food. Puki can store up to 6 kilograms of food and keep it between 5 to 11 degrees cooler than the outside temperature. Right now, Puki is used in 3 different cities of Peru by different users: families who do not have a fridge at home, restaurants, people who wish to have more ecological habits, and our hope, and we want to invite you to join us in this one, is that one day in Peru and in the world, the access to fresh food will not be a privilege anymore. Thank you.